Hey guys, welcome back to Life with Mrs. B. Today I'm doing a sit down chit chat video. I love sitting down and chit chatting with you guys. I love sharing things that are important to me, that are close to me, that I am interested in, that I think would benefit you. The list goes on and on and on, and I can't generally get in so much talking on like a daily vlog or a cooking video. They're the kind of other videos that I like to do. So sometimes you just need to sit your butt down on the floor, because I'm super classy with my very messy backdrop, and have a good chit chat, spill the tea, all that good stuff. So today we are talking about, you will have seen from the title, but we are talking about how influencers, so that is people on YouTube, Instagram and all that jazz, Facebook, the list goes on, lots of different social medias, how they, some of them, not all of them, myself included, some of them are lying to you, to me, to everybody that follows or watches them. They are deceiving us, and we're going to talk about that. Now, I'm not going to name any names. This isn't like a pure gossip channel. This isn't like, I'm not like spilling the tea. But we are going to talk about this because I feel this is getting worse and worse, and it is a really big issue. You might not even be aware of it, and that really means that these people are deceiving you so well. Or it could mean that you just follow people, Instagrammers, YouTubers, who actually stick to the rules that are set out on how we should be advertising things. So yeah, today it's about ads. I don't mean the ad that you may or may not have watched before this video, after this video, during this video. They put them in everywhere. I'm not talking about that kind of ad. I am talking about an ad where you might see on a YouTube video, you're watching the video, and then like a minute into it they go, oh, and thanks to XYZ for sponsoring this video. Make sure you go and check out their latest product they're hyping up, whatever it is, go and check it out. Thanks again for them sponsoring us, blah blah blah. Back to the video. You quite often see that. You might see where it's kind of worked in more naturally into a video if it's a certain product. So for instance, it could be a what I eat in a day type video, or what my family eats in a day, and you could be promoting a food. It's kind of a more natural way to put it in then. Oh, and thanks to such and such for sponsoring us. So that's how you could see it on YouTube. On Instagram, you might just see it, you're just flicking through a picture, and then you'll be like, oh, that's a nice picture. And then you're like, oh yeah, it's an ad. Or you might not see it's an ad, we'll come back around to that. And you can also see ads on Instagram stories. Now in this country there are, which is the UK, there are, in case you didn't know, there are two kind of like regulating bodies of advertising in the UK, and they both do separate things. When I talk about them, I'm just going to talk about them both, but they do they do different things. So we have the ASA and the CMA, and they have their own, like, I don't even know what they stand for. I can't remember what the CMA stand for. ASA is Advertising Standards Agency, and they both deal with different things, as I said. So the rules in the UK are very simple. So I don't believe these influencers don't know how to follow the rules. I believe they're actively choosing to deceive us. And the rules are, for YouTube, if it is an ad, if it is a paid for video, you should state at the start of the video title, so not at the end, ad, and then XYZ what the title of the video is. So if you take my latest Easter basket video, so I did what's in my kids' Easter baskets 2019. That was not a sponsored video, and the title said what's in my kids' Easter baskets 2019. I've shared that for the past couple of years actually. It's always very popular. I digress. Because that title is actually quite long, you don't actually see all of it when you're looking through YouTube. This is me swiping through my phone. I'll put in some screenshots and you guys can see what actually happens when you put such a long title. You can see how it gets cut off. You can make your title as long as you want when it's a regular video. Even when it's an ad, you can still make it as long as you want, but your video should have said, if it was that Easter basket one, ad, what's in my kids' Easter baskets 2019. That should be how it is presented. Then as a consumer, you can choose whether you want to watch that ad or not, whether you want to watch that content that has been sponsored or not. It's your choice to watch it, because you can clearly see ad, what's in my kids' Easter basket. You can see, But what some YouTubers are doing is they are actually breaking the rules, and they are putting the ad instead of at the start, they're putting it at the end of their title. So instead of saying ad, what's in my kids' Easter baskets, they're putting what's in my kids' Easter baskets 2019 Paula Buchanan ad. And that, my friends, is set out to deliberately deceive you, to deliberately hide from you that it is an ad, and that annoys me. That annoys me. If you're going to put an ad on your YouTube, nothing wrong with that. I've done it myself. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But if you're going to do that, own it. Be upfront with people. But some people are like, oh, I don't care, it doesn't matter, it's got it in the title somewhere. But that's not the rules. The rules are, it has to be clearly marked before you click on the content that you can see it's a sponsored content, and people just aren't sticking to these rules, and it's so annoying. So you might click on a video thinking, oh, this is a nice family day in the life, a what I eat in a day, whatever it is, and then you click on it and you're like, oh, actually all it is an ad for bread or something, you know, like that's not what I was looking for. And that annoys people. It annoys people. It's not just me. There are literally hundreds of thousands of people all over the world that are annoyed by this, that are on forums online where they are saying, man, if you're going to do an ad, but do it properly, label it properly. So that's what happens on YouTube quite a lot. Or people don't even put ad in the title. That's even worse. They just blatantly don't care and they don't put it in the title. That is also against the rules. If you're an Instagrammer, YouTuber, influencer, whatever, you need to get up to date with these rules if you genuinely do not know. If you're actively setting out to deceive people, then shame on you, shame on you, shame on you. And as I said, I'm not naming any names. There's not anyone in particular. There are literally hundreds of people in the UK that are doing this and breaking the rules. Now, if you see someone doing this, you can actually report them. You have to report them to one of the groups, one of the, either the ASA or the CMA. It has to go to one of them. Only one of them deals with it. I can't remember which. I'll put links to both of them in the description box below if you guys want to check them out and find out more about what they do. This is not sponsored. And then over on Instagram, it is the same. You should put, if it's a picture on your grid, you should put the first thing someone should see is ad. And then the caption, the cover, whatever it is about the picture. So it shouldn't be, oh, today we were just doing this, ad. It should be ad, and then this is what we were doing. But again, people on Instagram, they just think that the rules don't apply to them, and that, oh, I didn't know about it. And they think that's just how it works. No, I know a lot of the times, you know, like I can tell, being an Instagrammer, I hate calling myself that, I've got like 2,000 followers, it's like nothing. But being an Instagrammer, I can spot a mile away when people are trying to hide things like that. It is so easy to see, so easy. And it is, again, it's just so deceiving. It annoys me that you are actively trying to deceive me and your other followers, and that is such a huge turn off. And on Instagram stories, it should have very clearly ad on the Instagram story. And that's as simple as it is. The rules are very simple. Were you paid to make this? Put ad on it at the start so people can clearly see it. It's just like that simple. It's so easy. So you might be like, oh Paula, but why would people not put ad? Because when people see ad at the start of a video, at the start of a picture, even at the end of a picture, like the caption, people choose, you get much less interaction. You generally get less views on a video that's marked ad at the start where people can actually see it, and you generally get less interaction, so likes, comments, that kind of thing. And also on Instagram, you get less of those love hearts, you get less of comments. People just don't do it so much on an ad. So people try and deceive you. They try and hide things from you, and it is against the rules, and it is annoying. Have I said it's annoying? And personally, I don't have a problem with Instagrammers, YouTubers making ads, putting on sponsored content. There is nothing wrong with that. Where I do have a problem is where people hide it. They lie, they purposely set out to deceive you and me and everybody else watching and consuming their content, and that is annoying. This bit of my hair is annoying me. I don't know what's going on with it today. We'll tuck it back there and see if it stays put. But yeah, it's just annoying, it's deceiving. You are lying to your followers, to your subscribers. You are lying, and that is, who wants to follow someone that actively lies and deceives their followers? That's just wah wah. I don't like it. And also, some influencers don't even mark an ad at all. They don't even tell you if something is gifted, which also should be marked. They just don't, and a lot of times they get away with it because nobody reports them. Nobody does it. So a lot of times they are getting away with it. There was a big influencer last year and she actually was gifted a holiday. I have been gifted a holiday myself, so again, I'm not slating people like that, but if you watch any of my videos from that gifted holiday, it all says, like in the description and the titles, when I speak, the first thing is, hi guys, welcome back to day 1 of our holiday, day 2 of our holiday. We were super kindly gifted this by XYZ. And that's, you know, like it's right there at the start. Descriptions, titles, as soon as I open my mouth. Whereas these, I seen a YouTuber, Instagrammer last year, and she totally hid the holiday, and people asked her, you guys might know who I'm talking about, but people asked her about it and she said, no, I paid for this, and then actually it came out that she was gifted the holiday and she was lying, and that caused a lot of problems because people don't like liars. So yeah, I don't mind when people do ads. As I said, I've done ads before myself, like brand deals. I've only did one here on my YouTube channel and a different one over on my Instagram, which was like a campaign. So it was a post on my grid. Is that what you say it? Is that what you say it? Yeah. A post on my grid and then some stories at a different day on my stories, funnily enough. And I marked all of them. You guys can go back and look at them. They all say ad. They all say very, obviously you can't look at the stories, but they all say very, very clearly ads, because even as a tiny Instagrammer with less than 2,000 followers, I know the rules and I stick to the rules, and I don't like to lie to people. As I said, I don't have a problem. If you want to put ads on your channel, put them on, man. Make some money. Who cares? Where I have a problem is where people lie. And a couple of other problems I have that I choose not to do myself is when people constantly put ads. I've seen some Instagrammers and they've had like 2 or 3 ads on their grid a day. That blows my mind. Who would put that many ads on in one day? People hate it. It's like you're watching like a shopping channel. Like, I would rather just watch a shopping channel. I quite like shopping channels, but I would rather just watch a shopping channel and then you actively know you're watching a shopping channel. You don't think you're part of these people's lives and almost a friend and feeling friendly, that actually no, you're just getting sold crap to. So my rules for me personally for advertising are that I must stick to the rules. So mark it as an ad. I also don't want to do ads continually, and I know people say, oh Paula, that's fine, you're not a full-time Instagrammer, you're not a full-time YouTuber, and that's fine, yeah, but there's a difference between posting 1 ad a week, whatever, and 1 ad a day. Like, that is greedy. That is greedy. I know how much people can make on these ads. Like, we're talking like 4 figures, depending on what size of Instagrammer or YouTuber you are. Easily 4 figures, like crazy. So I know what kind of money these people are making, and if they're posting an ad every day, 3 times a week, 5 times a week, they're rolling in it. They're not hard for money. So yeah, mark it correctly. Don't do them too frequently. Choose how often you're going to do them. And third, choose things that are, I like to choose things that are actually a natural fit for me, my channel, my YouTube, my Instagram, because there is absolutely no point in a company, me promoting a company that, for instance, sells, what shall we say, weed killer. Like that, what? Why would I promote weed killer on my channel? That doesn't make sense. So I choose not to. I get, oh man, I get countless emails every day of people, companies, brands that want to work with me, and they have so many different problems. They have so many different products. They don't have problems, I have problems. They have so many different products, from like gardening, food, everything you could imagine. I have been asked, do you want to work with us? And I'm a tiny little YouTuber, tiny. And yet I get these emails constantly, every single day. I don't mind getting them, but I look through these emails and I don't go, oh, money. I look through these emails and I go, weed killer, that doesn't fit my channel, delete. The next thing, that doesn't fit with me. Why would I want a car cleaning cloth? nope, delete. You know, like I think to myself, okay, well I share family things, I share food, I share like trips that we go on and places we go, so that kind of thing fits in with our channel. And like a lot around the kids, a lot around me, these kind of things are the things that I personally choose to promote. So the brand that I did a deal with on YouTube was for kids packed lunches. I have kids, they take packed lunches. I make packed lunch videos sometimes, I make dinner videos, I make recipe videos. That fit in very well, very organically, I felt, to me on my channel. And then over on Instagram, the brand campaign that I did was with McDonald's. I love McDonald's. So there you go, that's why it fitted in really good with us, and it was about Christmas Eve. If you didn't see any of it at Christmas, it was about Christmas Eve, and it fitted in really well with our channel. So I chose to take those paid opportunities, and it was great. It was great. I labelled them correctly, didn't do them too often, and was honest and upfront with you guys. And I felt they were just like a really good, natural, organic fit for my channel. I don't think, as I said, that weed killer would be good for me to promote my channel. Why would I promote that? You'd be like, Paula, you're a sellout, you're a sellout. And to be honest, I think some Instagrammers and some YouTubers are sellouts. They're just now in it for the money. They were so relatable back in the day when they were a little Instagrammer or a little YouTuber, or they just had a regular house, and now they've got all the money and they drive a 50 grand car and they live in a McMansion, and they're not relatable anymore. But I digress, that could be a whole other video. But essentially, the long and short of it is that I am not happy with people who are deliberately choosing to deceive you and me and other consumers of content here on all different social medias. I don't like it. It's against the rules in the UK. You shouldn't be doing it. As Scottish as they come, you shouldn't be doing it. If you do see people doing it, as I said, you can report them, and I'll leave the links in the description box below. But let me know what you guys think. I know you guys will come back to me if comments are on, or Instagram or whatnot, and say, Paula, we don't care how many ads you do them. But I like to try and keep some integrity, and there's no point in me promoting I hear that. Do you hear that lawnmower? Somebody's cutting the grass. Oh man, that's a strimmer. That is a strimmer. I'm nearly done anyway, but there's absolutely no point in me. If you guys know me, I'm trying to cut down on my meat and my dairy, so I wouldn't then want to go and promote a butcher's, for instance. I did get an email from a company like that saying, do I want free food for a couple of weeks to promote them? No, because it doesn't fit in with my core beliefs and what I'm doing and what I've spoke about I'm doing on the channel. So yeah, that's just my rant over. You're probably like, Paula, man, you've been sitting here for 20 minutes talking crap, just finish up. But it just annoys me. It annoys me that people are being deceived left, right and centre, and that is against the rules, and people just don't care, or they have been so deceived. Or some people, if you mention this to anyone, not me, but if I've seen before, people have called out Instagrammers or YouTubers on their comments on Instagram, YouTube, and then all of the people that like really follow them are then jumping on this person and being like, oh, if you don't like her content, leave it alone, you don't have to watch it, blah 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 blah. Which is quite funny. It's quite funny, you know, that even those people, they are so sucked in that they don't actually see that that influencer is breaking the rules and actively deceiving you and them and me and everybody. And it's just annoying. It's very, very annoying. If you enjoyed this video, guys, give it a thumbs up. Funnily enough, it wasn't sponsored. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed my rant, my moan. I'm gonna go shopping now, and I'm gonna film my food shopping haul because you guys love them. Not sponsored. But for instance, like, that would be a really natural sponsorship, you know, like I shop in Lidl every week, I do a Lidl haul every week. If Lidl came to me and says, you know, look, you shop in our shops, let's get together and do something, I would be like, yes, yes, because I feel like that would be a good fit for my channel. You know, like, so that's how you do an ad. That's how you do an ad. But anyway, guys, I will see you tomorrow with that food shopping haul. Bye!